We are live.
Hello, I'm Amanda.
And I'm Brian, and we're the WVGamers. Tonight we thought we'd have a little bit of fun showing off some simple games from Steve Jackson Games. We actually discovered a lot of these over the last couple years being part of the MIB program with Steve Jackson, where we go to different conventions and stores and show off Steve Jackson's games. So we decided we'd show off 4 of them, quick ones that you can pack away in a bag. Takes maybe like 2 or 3 minutes to learn, and you can have a lot of fun with these games. So, anything you want to say before we get started?
No.
All right. The first game up is Z-Shot. Z-Shot is a fun little game that comes in one of their little cans. And what's neat about this game is they have little bullet dice, and you'll see more of this. Actually, we can do that. And basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be rolling these dice and killing some zombies. So, let's switch over to the other cam so you can see this all a little bit better. So, in the game, there are going to be zombies numbered from 1 to 12. What you're going to be doing is allocating the different dice to shoot the zombies of the different values. The first player who kills all 12 zombies in the basic game will win the game. So what's going to happen is we're going to take all these dice, and this mat doesn't come with it, but you can download it from the Steve Jackson website. Roll them out, and then what's going to happen is, to make things a little bit easier for streaming, we are going to take these and put these on these little numbers, because these dice do kind of roll a little easy. These are basically just D6s, so they're very easy to work with, but they do roll around a little bit. Let's separate these out a little bit. And I do apologize. Our puppy decided it's going to ring our bell, so there'll probably be puppy interferences tonight. But that's nothing new with our streams. Alright, so that's a 5. So, this is going to be the layout, and what's going to happen is we're basically going to go around the table claiming the different bullets. When you claim a bullet, you can do one of 2 things with it. You can either kill a zombie immediately with it, or you can save it. If you save it, you add it to one of your future bullets, and you basically can kill these higher values, because they are just D6s, and obviously a single D6 is not going to be able to kill the 7 through 12 zombies. So you're going to have to save them to be able to get those kills of those higher values. So what's going to happen here is we're going to start. The person who starts the game in the beginning is whoever has seen a zombie movie recently. That's probably going to be me, because I just watch random stuff off Netflix. Mm-hmm. So, I'm going to look here and try to figure out what I want to do. Strategically, you want to try to target some of these higher ones earlier in the game, because they're going to be harder to get, because the bigger value dice are going to go away. So, I'm going to go ahead and take a 6. I'm going to put it here in front of me, and I'm going to save it. If you spin them, we'll just send them back to the can to be used on the next turn.
I will also bank a 6.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take this 5 and put those together to kill zombie 11. So you just mark it off. In the base game, without the little mat, you get this little packet of score sheets that everybody will get. You can give yourself a name and whatnot. So, anyways. So these dice are gone.
Okay. And I will go ahead and take this 4 to mark off the 10.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take this 4 and hold on to it.
I will do the same.
I'm going to take this 3. I'm also going to hold on to that, because you can allocate as many of the dice when you save them as you want. You just have to use them with one of your future dice. Like, I couldn't now turn them in after it's her turn for the 7. I'd have to wait until I drew something else and add that all together. Go ahead.
I'll go ahead and take this 3, and I'm going to bank it.
Okay. So at this point, I think I'm going to go ahead and take the... Oh, no. Yeah, see how this is going to play out if I do that. No, I'm going to go ahead and take the 1 and go ahead and combine them and mark off the 8. I've changed my color, apparently.
I will take this 2. That was a 2.
Okay. I'll take the 1 and go ahead and just kill the 1. And Amanda will take that last
and I will
one.
take that last one for my 9.
Okay. So at that point, all the dice have been allocated, and so it's the new round. Whoever has the highest unmarked zombie will be the first player of this new round. So we both have an unmarked 12, so we go to the next one. I have a marked 11, she does not, so she is the current player. So she'll roll the dice and sort them out onto this little sheet and kind of go from there. As you can tell, this game does support up to 6 players. You can play it with as few as 2, obviously, because we're playing it. At different player counts, the number of dice you roll are a little different. I believe it's at the 5 and 6. You only roll 10 of the 12 dice. And if you end up liking the dice but don't want to necessarily play the game, you can actually buy the dice by themselves from the Steve Jackson store. Warehouse 23, I believe.
Yes.
But the game itself is only $20, so I think it's more price effective just to get the whole game, and I think you get 12 versus, I think it may be like 6 or something like that. So, Amanda is up first.
I will take this 5 and bank it.
I will take that 5 as well.
I will take this 4 and bank it.
I will do the same. Obviously, this game's a little more exciting when you have a lot more people, but we figured we at least show off the game at this player count to see what people think about it.
Okay. And I took the 3, so I will mark off my 12.
Okay. I'm currently at 9, so I'm also going to do exactly the same thing and mark off my 12.
I'm going to go ahead and take the 3, and I'm going to go ahead and just mark off my 3.
Okay. I'm going to take the 3 and hold on to it.
I'll go ahead and take the 2, and I'll go ahead and mark him off.
Okay. I will take a 1 and hold on to it.
I will take a 1 and go ahead and mark him off.
Okay. I'll take the final 1, giving myself 5. Okay, at this point, we do the same thing. We look through and see who's going to be first. Again, Amanda has the 11 still unmarked where I do, so she is first player again. I'm not sure if you can hear it in the mic. Oh, that actually went where needed. But the dice sound really, really cool whenever they're being rolled. Even though they're plastic, they almost have a little bit of a light metallic sound to them. Just the way, I guess, the print worked. I'm not sure. We also like this little map in addition to streaming and showing off. It's also just easier in case you accidentally bump one of the dice. So, Amanda.
I will take the 6 and bank it.
Okay. I will take a 6 and bank it as well.
I will take a 5, and I'm going to turn them in for my 11.
Okay. I'm going to take a 4 and knock off my 10.
I will take the 6.
I'm gonna take the 5 and bank it.
I will take that 2
Okay.
and mark off my 8.
Okay. Going to take this 4, add it with my 5, knock out that 7 zombie.
I will take this 3.
Oh no! Of course that was going to happen. Okay, I will take this 4, kill the 4.
I will take this 4 to take with my 3 to knock off my 7.
Yep. So, in the event that you simply get stuck with a die that you can't use, you still have to take it. It's just going to sit in front of you, but at the end of the round it just gets discarded. So, that's not an efficient way of killing zombies, and I'll probably regret it here soon. So, we go into the next round. I have a 7. Like all of our 8 through 12 is done, so I have a 7 still left, so I am going to be the first player this time around. I just love how these little things...
They sound really, really cool.
Okay. 2, 2. I said 2, 2. Haha. And 3s. 4.
That's a 1.
That's a 6. 2. 1 and 1. So I get to go first. I'm going to take that 6. Bank it.
I'm going to take this 5 and bank it.
Okay. I'm going to take this 1. Just put those together to give myself a 7. I'm pretty sure Amanda's got me beat this time.
I'm going to take that 1 to
Okay.
put with my 5 for my 6.
Okay. I don't think there's any way of stopping this. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I'm going to take this 3 and use it.
I will take the other 3.
I was hoping you wouldn't. I was hoping maybe by some chance you'd go after the wrong one. But that's not going to happen. I'm going to take a 2, shoot my 2.
I'm going to take a 2 for my 5.
Oh, wait. I'm not out of this yet. No, you're going to get the next pool. You're going to do it. So I'm going to take the 2 to store it.
And then I'm going to take the 4. And I'm going to knock out my 4.
And that one zombie ate my brain. And there you go. Z-Shot. Very quick to teach. Cute little container. Yes, we'll do it this way. And a lot of the dice games from Steve Jackson comes in these little containers, so you can just toss into a bag and they're nice and convenient. So that is going to be that game, and we're going to pull out what happened after I got attacked by the zombie.
After you got attacked by the zombies come after us.
I'd like to think that I am one of those zombies. So let's go back to where people can actually see us again.
I'm trying to slide this on the tablecloth.
Because these dice are pretty easy to see.
So this game, I really enjoy it. You can play from 2 players up to like 100. If you know 100 people that want to play the game, then by all means. In this game, you are trying to obtain 13 or more brains. Gonna pull these out so I can see what they look like. In the container, you're gonna have different types of dice. You're gonna have green dice, yellow dice, and red dice. Green dice have more brains for you to consume on your turn. Yellow dice is kind of like the in-between. It's got equal number of brains, the bullets, the running. And then the red dice have more of the ouchies, the gunshots. And on your turn, you're going to draw 3 dice from the zombie bag. And you are trying to obtain all of the brains that you can, or the most brains that you can. And if you roll a die that has the bullet symbol, I don't know if you can get a good angle of it. Yeah. Those are wounds to you. If you obtain 3 wounds on that turn, your turn ends, and you don't get to consume the brains that you had previously rolled. But if you get the footprints, you can continue going, as long as you don't have the 3 bullets. So when you roll, if say I rolled the 1 brain and 1 bullet, I can attempt to re-roll. So I will keep these feet to add to my pool, and I would draw 2 more from the bag to have the 3, roll those out, and see what happens. Ooh. And in this instance, I get all 3 gunshots, so that ends my turn, and I don't get the little brain. No.
You lose all your progress.
Yep. So all of these would go back into the bag, and play would continue to the next player.
So again, it's a very simple game. Just kind of a push your luck.
Yes.
So do I get to go first since I had my brains eaten? I don't remember what the first player was.
I guess so. I don't honestly remember. But I wanted to point out, Brian was really nice when we got our 3D printer and 3D printed some brains. tokens, so we can keep score that way. However, the box game of zombie dice comes with score trackers where you just knock off each of your brains that you consume. As well as with the box as well, it comes with the bullet wounds and some brain tokens. Not enough for all the players, though, unfortunately.
Just kind of a way of keeping track of progress during that active turn, basically.
Correct.
All right. So I guess we go ahead and see if I if I get some yummy brains.
Yeah.
I am part of the undead now. So we give it.
All I wanna do is eat your brains.
So I have drawn 2 yellow and a green. Again, yellow are kind of mid equal of everything. So I was kind of hoping for a little better. So okay, that's cool. I'll take that. 2 brains and 1 shot. So those get saved. So at this point, I can decide to take my 2 brains and let her go, or I can push my luck. Well, I'm going to push my luck. I only have 2 brains to lose. Okay, I have 1 of each of the colors, so I'm going to roll those. That red's probably going to bite me. So that the red actually was not bad for me. So I get the gunshots, which I basically get shot and die. This form of my zombie body is gone. And I don't get to go after the little runner who ran away. So I'm going to put these all back in.
I'm going to also put this out so then we can actually maybe see them a little bit better.
Okay.
So I'm going to grab 3 dice. I'm going to also get Cthulhu's Blessing with them. Ooh. Let's see. Oh no!
Lots of running.
Lots of running. So I get to re-roll all of these. Because none of them got locked into place.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
I got 1 brain and 2 running. So I will grab 1 die out of the bag. And it's green.
And I believe there's 13 dice, if I recall correctly. Most of them are green. There's like 3 or 4 red. I forget what the breakdown is off the top of my head now.
I might as well just continue. So I'm going to grab 2 more dice. I'm going to go ahead and continue.
You're getting gutsy, little zombie.
Oh no!
It's still working out for you, though.
It is, but I'm going to stop there. So I get 4 brains. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of these go back into the bag. And now it is Brian's turn.
And obviously, if you have a lot more players, what you're going to basically do is just hand the bag around to all the players. Just continue going around until someone reaches 13. We'll talk about what happens when somebody reaches 13 when we get there. But game's not quite over at 13. Okay, I got 1 of each symbol. Got that. I'm going to go ahead and push my luck because I have 1 brain to lose. Okay, I got 2 more green. So green and some yellow. All ran away. They must have been all athletes. I'm going to try not to go after athletes this time. Okay, so 2 shots, 3 brains. You know what? Why not? We're just gonna push my luck. This is usually how I lose this game. I always think, oh, it's only one shot. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4. No. There's a lot more than 4 bullets on that. There's a lot more bullets on there. Yeah, that was not smart. I got overkilled.
So I'm still winning 4-0 in the brains department.
In many ways.
3 greens. Oh no! I got 1 of each symbol.
It may not look good for me right now, but when we played a little bit earlier, I got 8 brains in 1 turn, so I'm still fine.
Oh no!
Although if she keeps rolling brains...
I'm gonna go ahead and just stop. I'm gonna take my 3 brains.
Well, obviously you're eating brains and not guts because you ain't got any.
Nope. Hey, but guess what? I got 7 to your nothing.
I'm too dumb to realize that, so I'm okay with this. Okay.
2 bullets to 1 brain.
Again, I don't think I need... I think I can roll the rest of these brains.
Nope.
Nope.
No, I can't.
At least I'm trying to be entertaining, I guess.
Very true.
It's okay. I'm gonna roll 13. 13.
Lucky 13?
Yep, lucky 13. That's the number for the game.
Oh no!
You only got 1 brain to lose. It's not like you'll lose all of them.
True.
I mean, you've pointed out I have 0 brains.
Yeah.
I'm no threat to you.
Yeah. Oh no! That was a gunshot.
Yep.
And I overkilled myself. I could have had 8 brains.
And we're playing the deluxe version, which is where the bag came from. But there's actually a canned version, just like the Z-Shot. Where basically it has basically all this stuff. Doesn't have the bag, but yeah, it's just a smaller version of it. This big deluxe version comes with some additional stuff as well. Oh my gosh!
2 more bullets.
You know, I didn't do well when I was a human. I'm doing equally bad as a zombie. All I can hope for is my next life, whatever it ends up being, I do better. Hey, there's some brains.
There's some brains. Do you want to save them?
No. I mean, I've got to, at this point, I've just got to, got a red. I'm probably going to get shot. That's okay.
You got shot.
I got shot. I'm holding on to that belief that I will just roll all the brains.
And here's the thing. I'm rolling right-handed instead of my normal left-handedness.
That has all the effect on this game.
It does. I got 1 brain and 1 bullet and 1 run. Another brain, 2 runs.
Jeez. She's got all green dice too. There's only 1 shot on each of those. Ugh.
Let's see. That gives me 11. I'm just going to stop there with my 11.
Come on. What's the likelihood of... Yeah, you've got a lot of greens. Pull out. Let's see what you would pull out.
If I would have pulled them out...
You would have pulled out a red or 2. Probably
Let's see,
2.
I already had 1, so I needed to pull out 2. It would have been 1 of each.
Yeah, you were probably smarter than I was. But I've already pointed out, I have no brain. Alright. Let's see. 1, 2... All greens. All yellows.
2 runs and a
2 runs
shot.
And a shot. Not good numbers. Let's put that just over here. Okay, there's a brain. Maybe I should take it so that I'd know when to quit. Take another. I got another green.
Hey.
Okay, I'm gonna take my 3 brains so then I don't end this game with 0.
There is your 3.
Maybe I'll make smarter decisions now.
So I have 11.
Yep. All you need is 2, but you can go for like a lot more.
1 brain and 1 gunshot. Two more brains and another gunshot. I'm gonna stop there.
I mean, are you happy with just, what, 14 brains?
I am okay with just 14 brains.
Okay, so when somebody finally gets 13 or more, that triggers the end game. And all the other players get a chance to see if they can get more than what she got. She could have kept going to try to get more than the 14, so then it's harder for anyone else. But she's giving me a chance.
Attempting to. Well, there's 2 brains to 1 gunshot.
Fortunately, statistically, if I get... Well, no, if I roll... As long as I don't get shot, if I roll all brains, it's possible. I don't think I like it, though. Okay.
Oh.
So 2 ran away. 1 more brain. I got another red. 2 more brains.
Oh,
another
no.
runaway. I smiled and started getting a little cocky. I'm going to get shot now. More brains and a runaway. You know, at this point, there's really no reason not to just go for it. Another brain, another shot. Okay, how many dice do I have left in here? I have 2 dice. Okay. So you have 14, right? I have 3.
14.
If I can roll all brains, which I got 2 red and a green, it's very unlikely. But if I can, I tie the game up.
You could.
That red one's going to shoot me. I'm going to get shot twice.
You got shot.
I got shot once. I had 1 more brain and 1 runaway.
That was good.
That was a really close comeback. I mean, I had no other choice at that point. But had I not maybe taken so many risks earlier, I don't think I would have done. I think I would have just died or a lot more anyways. And that's zombie dice. Part of this Horde edition, which Cthulhu is sitting on.
I'll grab him. Or you can grab him.
In this version, in addition to put under here as well. Of course, I always say I've been telling you to do it that way. So in this, it's a pretty sizable box, but it's got some more stuff in it. In addition to the bag and the dice and all that, it also has these expansion dice. So you can see this really big, really cool one. Basically, these little dice here have some extra special sides, including a Santa one. Santa's brain is somewhere on here. But basically, you would swap out some of your existing dice with these and just read over the little manual telling you what each of these are. Some of them give you 2 brains, some are 2 shots, so it's a little more interesting. And then the school bus dice just has you're chasing down a bus and there's just different probabilities of things happening on it. So it's just a little more variety in the game. So a lot of fun. This and Z-Shot are both, I think, $20 games, $19.95 or something. I'm just gonna put those in there for now. And yeah, so both really fun games. So let's see, how can we continue the narrative? After I lost my brains and went crazy. No, I'm not crazy yet, so I don't have any narrative for this. You're just gonna have to assume Cthulhu took me under his wing or something. Oh yeah, I'm teaching this one.
Yes.
So in this one, this is Cthulhu dice. This is a very simple game as well, where the game itself only comes with 1 die and multiple of these little like gem tokens. Now we happen to have 2 copies because 2 different colored dice, so why not? I can see myself getting all the little variants. Basically, what's going to happen is we are cultists. And we're trying to gather sanity from the other players to offer up to Cthulhu and try not to go mad ourselves. So what we'll basically be doing is, on our turn, we will roll and pick one of the other players as a target. Then I will roll and see what result comes up. And there's different results. And then the defending player will get to roll a die against me. My attack will go first. Their counter will come afterwards. And madness is going to happen. So the different symbols. Let me pull up my little cheat sheet just because I'll forget one of them, I'm sure. The elder sign, or yellow sign. It's the yellow sign in this with the little question marks. That one, basically, you lose a sanity and offer it up to Cthulhu. So this would just go into the pool in the middle of the table. Then the tentacle, you are allowed to steal a token, sanity token from another player. The elder sign allows you, yeah, it's a little star, allows you to take 1 sanity from the pool, Cthulhu's pool, and bring it to yourself if there is any. If there's not, well, too bad. The Cthulhu symbol, that everybody loses sanity and pushes them into the tokens into the middle of the table. And then finally, the eye is a wild and could be used for any of the other symbols that you want. Now, if by some chance you lose all your sanity, think of these as kind of your health points. You're not out of the game. you can still attack other players and try to offer up the sanity to offer up sanity to Cthulhu, the Elder God. So it's a very simple game. Works with up to 6 players. We're going to play the standard rules for 2 player, or the standard rules for multiple players. But there is 2-player variant where each player can play additional cultists, and basically whoever has a cultist still alive will win the game. We're going to make this much quicker, just because Zombie Dice took a little longer than what we thought it was going to take, and we're just going to go at it. So, at this point...
so I've won both games, so would you like to try and go first to win?
She's taking pity on me. I'm so grateful. Okay, so I'll roll in here. And that is the... What is that? That's the yellow sign. For whatever reason, I can never remember what these symbols are. So yes, at this point, Amanda is going to have to push one of hers into the center. Okay, and now you defend. Tentacle, you take one of mine. So let me put mine up here. So I had 2. I made her lose 1. I basically just hit myself. It's your turn.
Okay, I'm going after you.
Oh, wow. You're not going to go after Cthulhu?
I'm going to take one.
Wow, we might play multiple games of this. Defend.
That's the Elder Sign. You gain it from Cthulhu.
Yep, so I get 1 sanity. That's good.
Did you see that? He took from you.
Oh, Cthulhu.
And now I get to defend?
Yep. Anything that you want. Do you want a tentacle?
I want a tentacle.
Of course. Yeah, we're going to totally play a couple games of this because this is going much faster than I thought. Maybe we should have played. I think it would have been harder to keep track of the different pools.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, no. What do you want, Rob?
I'm going to totally take a tentacle. Tentacles. Tentacles.
I'll take it back.
Yep. Okay, it's your turn.
That's the pool.
And I've lost my last sanity and I've gone crazy. Or mad.
And I won.
And she won. We're going to go ahead and play another one because that was way quicker. I don't even think we got Cthulhu rolled up. I guess there's only a 1 in 12 chance.
In all honesty, it goes a little bit better if you have more players. So then you have more targets to go after.
Yeah, and with this one, it's up to 6 players. So go ahead, you won.
Okay. So I'm going to target you. And I'm going to take one because I got the tentacle.
I counter. Everyone loses one. Cthulhu.
And we all lose one to Cthulhu. Now it is your turn.
Okay, I'm hoping for a tentacle. That is the yellow sign you put into the middle.
Okay.
And
counter. I get to counter.
We all lose one.
We all lose one.
Now let's assume Amanda had only 1 left at that point, and we both put in our last ones. At that point, Cthulhu wins. But that is Cthulhu Dice. Super, super simple game. Rules are all in one little piece of paper like that. And this one's actually only $6.95. So if you're interested in something really, really compact, and we have like a little bag that has Cthulhu on it for ours, but it's literally in a small little plastic container.
And the bag is also a Steve Jackson game.
Yep.
Bag.
I honestly don't remember how much that was. Like $11 or
something like that. It's really durable, and it's got a nice little satin on the inside that you can see. Yeah. Drawstring's really nice too.
It's like a material that's even like waterproof, I think.
That's what it feels like.
All right. Well, hopefully I win the last game.
All right, Cthulhu, I'm gonna put you off to the side.
Bye, Cthulhu's.
But maybe I shouldn't, because maybe you're my good luck charm, buddy.
Bye, Cthulhu.
So, I'm big into cryptoids. Like, I love Mothman, I love Flatwood Monster, mostly because I'm living in West Virginia now. But, our next game is called Chupacabra. Unfortunately, this is out of print, so you won't be able to find it, or if you do, it's really hard to find. But in this game, you are trying to roll Chupacabras on the dice, which are the sides with the black sides with the red eyes for Chupacabra. And when you do that, you are trying to consume either chickens, goats, or steers. On the different die faces, there are sides with 2 chickens, There is a side with just one chicken.
Get your goat.
No, I'm trying to do something right now. There is also a side with a goat, the little Billy goat, and then there is a side with a steer. On your turn, when you roll, you are going to try to have a bunch of chupacabras. If you don't, it's fine. But on your turn, if you have at least one chupacabra, you can consume 2 single chickens or 1 die with 2 chickens. Either case, you can take it. So if Brian had rolled just the 2 single chickens on his turn, I could consume his 2 chickens away from him, and they would go into my pool for the next turn. Or if he did not have that and he only had the single 2 chickens, I could consume that one as well. You can also consume a single goat with just 1 chupacabra. So that comes away. However, you need 2 chupacabras to consume the big steer. And if you have that, you get to consume that one. And on your turn, you will get 6 dice. 4, 5,
at the beginning
6.
of the game.
Yes, at the beginning of the game. And the rest will just go away. And you will all roll them at the same time. We'll use this as the first player marker, just so then we know who gets to roll and gets to consume the animals first. So we will all roll. We will lump our like animals together. All chickens go together. All goats go together. The steers all go together. Okay. However,
I'm a little protected here.
if you once you group your animals together, if they're in a large group, like with my 1 single chupacabra, I can't consume all of the chickens of Brian's. I can only do the 2 chickens combination. However, he has 3. So I can't consume 3 chickens with my 1. And he's got 3 goats. I can't consume all of those with my 1 chupacabra. And however, Brian has 1 chupacabra as well. And he can't consume all of mine.
Yeah, we're at a stalemate here. So
play goes to Brian. We re-roll everything. And go again.
Oh, Chupa.
Aw, poor chicken.
All right. So obviously what you want to do is if you have a lot of any of the chupacabras, you want to try to go against as big a group as you can. Unfortunately, I can't go after her 4 goats. I could go after her chicken, but then I couldn't do anything with the second one, so I might as well just go for her steer. Now, when I take these, they go in front of me and are protected. They cannot be stolen on this turn.
Yep.
So we would go around until everyone claimed.
Yep, and unfortunately, I don't have any chupacabras, so that ends my turn. So gameplay comes back to me being first player.
And basically, you want to be the last person that has dice.
This may be your game.
It might be, but then we'll talk about what happens when you get low on dice and what could happen.
So I have a bunch of chickens, 1 goat, and 1 steer. No! He ate my goat.
All right. I'll take this back.
Whew.
Oh no.
I got somethings. Let's see if I can consume something.
I don't know. I think I got a pretty good army of chickens, a good army of steers. Okay. So I am going to eat your goat. Nom 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 nom.
And I have 1 chupacabra, and I can't consume anything. So I'm going to re-roll.
So,
however, if I roll all 3 of these as chupacabras, I can consume 1 large lump of whatever Brian rolls of. Like, if he rolled a bunch of chickens, I will get all those chickens. If he rolls a bunch of steer, I can get all those steers.
Yep, she takes an entire group if she gets all chupacabras. And that can happen at any player count. I shouldn't be shuffling these dice close to the mic while trying to talk. I apologize. Okay, I'm not going to do anything with these because Amanda has no chupas.
Which one do you want? Do you want to take my 2 chickens?
Yeah, so in this case, my 1 chupacabra could either get me 1 goat or 2 chicken. Of course I'm going to go for the 2 chicken. I want to leave her with 1, hoping that the one thing will happen. It doesn't. So all I need to win
It's
is
2
2.
chupas.
Which I got.
And you got.
So, nom 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 nom. And that is Chupacabra. I really hope this eventually comes back into print, because it is a fun little game, especially when you have a full table of 4 players playing. It can get a little crazy, especially when it's down to 2 people. You'll see the back and forth. This kind of went a lot faster than they normally do. Usually they last a little longer. And let me show you a cool thing about these dice. Put a light on them, get them nice and juicy, because... Yeah, that was a weird way of saying that.
Yes.
But we're just going to go with it at this point. So I'm going to turn off... Alexa, goodbye. I'm just going to tell her goodbye. Make it easy.
Don't worry. I'll go
Hopefully the camera... Aw, camera. What you can't see is they are nice and glowy. This is not like... our power
It's not sun.
There they are.
Semi-ly.
They're a lot brighter when they're not on a camera.
Very true.
Alexa, home.
I'm happy you're back. The dog is too.
They really
They
are.
really are.
So you got a little whole animation during
Yes.
during the stream.
But it's really cool when they do glow, especially with the Chupacabra's red eyes. It's really cool.
And so those were the 4 games we wanted to show off tonight. We hope that if any of these games you found interesting, you'll look at either your friendly local game shop, the Steve Jackson Warehouse 23 store, or any of the other online stores to look into these. Again, Chupacabra is not currently in print, but hopefully Steve, if you're watching, bring it back to print. We've played this game with so many people, and they love it. So, people love the Chupa.
So also, Brian and I are big into Extra Life Charity. We support the WVU Medicine Children's Hospital in Morgantown, West Virginia, and we are doing some fun incentive options for this month. For every $1 donation we get to either one of our Extra Life pages at extra-life.org, search for either one of our names, you get entered into a raffle prize for a Pick Your Poison candy jar. Brian may be grabbing it currently. It's filled right now with some M&Ms, Twix, Skittles, Nut Skittles, Starburst, things like that.
All kinds of good stuff. You're not going to be able to see it right now.
You won't see it right now, but when we come back. For $5, I will be making friendship bracelets that have Halloween colors in it to make it extra spooky. $13 donation to either one of our pages. I will take on the Zombie Skittles challenge. They're little fun-sized Skittles that are all like the colored white, but they all have the same Skittle flavors. But there is one in there that's supposed to taste like zombie. Brian attempted it and tried it and didn't realize he had ate it until later. But it tastes like rotten eggs. Which anyone that's seen previous months, I've done the Bean Boozled challenges, and I think I can handle the rotten egg zombie flesh Skittles.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I don't know. I think I have a weird palate, because like I can eat those warheads or whatever they're called, and it has no effect on me. And Amanda eats one, and she's like flipping out because it's too sour.
Yes.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I might be broken.
$25, I will be making spooky perler bead magnets. They are really cute, really adorable. And I will mail them out. I've made a couple of ghost ones right now. I can make pumpkins. Gonna try bats at least. At $31, I will take a cream pie to the face. That has been a big hit with a number of people. They, for some reason, like seeing me take pie to the face. At $100, I will do a like karaoke type version. It's called Twitch Sings. It's where you can actually play music on Twitch without getting like copyright infringements going on. So with Twitch Sings, the donor of the $100 will get to select a song from the Twitch Sings song list, and I will do it. However, the biggest stipulation for every $100 we raise this month, even if you just donate that $100, and that's all we raise this month, on top of you picking out the random song for me to sing, I will also randomly roll a d20, and whatever the d20 lands on, I will also do a Twitch Sings version of that song as well. So, there's a bunch of different songs on there, some like Enrique Iglesias' Hero, you gotta have Country Roads by John Denver, because we're in West Virginia, so you gotta have that. So yeah, so hopefully we can raise a good bit of funds for our local children's hospital. They do amazing things for our kids.
I'll go back to this. So the candy that she was talking about, she had this little thing, this little label printed at our local game shop, the Four Horsemen in Clarksburg. Mike made this for us, so then we could have a cute little thing to go along with this little container. But yeah, you can see all the different candies, and we'll probably add in more stuff later on. But there's some candy.
Yeah.
She was talking about the little perler. I don't know what happened to this one.
He got too big.
This one got a little too big, apparently.
This one's going to be mine to keep because he's a little messed up. But he's a little ghost carrying a little bag of candy.
I mean, seriously, how cute is that?
He's really cute.
We'll heat him up and get his little hat back in order.
Yeah.
But yeah, the smaller ones work out very, very well.
Yes.
So she'll be making some cute ones of those.
And then here is the bracelet. I made one for myself just because I love Halloween. So there is that.
Wanna be from Spice Girls? I could potentially do that. Whenever we play Guitar Hero and stuff, I love being on the mic. And I sound a lot better when I sing versus when I talk. I'm very monotone when I talk, but I'm way better when I sing. But yeah.
And I can't sing worth a lick. Like, I even put on the little flyer saying, Amanda can't sing, so you may want to turn down the volume.
Buyer beware.
Yes. So, next week, we are streaming next Thursday. Brian ended up having a meeting come up next Tuesday, so we can't do next Tuesday. But next Thursday, we are going to be streaming the Grim the Masquerade. How I'm going to tie it together is you are the parents in Hocus Pocus going to the costume ball. And so we are going to play that game first. And it's actually kind of like the fairy tales. They all attended the ball, and you are trying to deduct who is which character. So we're going to play that game, and then we are going to go into Hocus Pocus and trying to beat the Sanderson sisters. So hopefully people will tune in next week for those two games for another spooktacular playthrough and demo.
Yeah. We're going to be working on, hopefully in the coming next month or so, we're going to look into doing some games where we can actually play with people rather than us just showing them off. We finally got a new stand to do the overhead mic, so we wanted to just kind of test everything this month, try to figure things out a little bit, get our OBS software all set up and stuff. But obviously we're all going to be in the situation that we all are, that we're not going to say, for a lot longer. So we just want to have some way of getting to play games with other people when we can't really play games. So hopefully we can show off some games for you all. You can jump in and have some fun with us and just kind of do something a little social, even if we can't be social.
Do you want to talk about our event in November? Slightly?
Yeah, we can briefly talk about it. So in November, we have the big Extra Life. We've already mentioned Extra Life and where all the funds go. We're going to still be doing our big event, and our puppy wants to talk about it.
Bells.
We're still going to be doing our event. We're just not doing it to the same scale that we've done in the recent years since the Four Horsemen Open, where we would literally get 100 plus people together, play games for 24, 25 hours most of the time because of daylights, the time change. So since we can't do that this year, we are going to be hosting a smaller version out of our house, which is how actually this all started for us. It originally was just me and a handful of friends that got together, play some games a year after kind of a bad part of my life. And we just kind of enjoyed playing games and hanging out. So it kind of evolved over the time. So we're going to go back to our roots and kind of go back to that. Unlike doing all the video games as much, we're going to kind of split it. So what's going to happen is over the course of 2 days, the November 14th and 15th, we're going to be doing 2 12-hour sessions where we're going to be playing some video games. We're going to be playing some board games. And
maybe an RPG or two.
yeah, who knows? We might get a random session of people painting miniatures. I don't honestly know what's going to happen. We're still planning all the details out in the schedule, but we know that we're probably going to have 2 streams going at the same time. One in here in our dining room playing all the board games, and then one in our living room playing all the video games. So look forward to more information as that comes out. But obviously, this is all to hopefully raise money for the Children's Hospital. In addition to doing that and just trying to get people to donate money, just because it's a good cause, we are going to be having some raffles because a lot of companies send us stuff to raffle off for our April event. But when we have to change course and do different things, April just never happens. So we're going to be auctioning those things off for this event. We're still trying to figure out how we're going to do it on an online format. It might be one of these situations where we open up some sort of online auction and let it run for like 14 days or a month and go from there. But we're figuring that out. But look forward to that as we get a little bit closer to November. Anything else you want to talk about?
It's going to be a fun weekend in November because I turned 35 that weekend too.
Yep. The driver's license will no longer be valid by that Sunday.
Yep.
So hopefully you've enjoyed this. We're going to try to do this more on a regular schedule. We're hopefully not going to overlap as much with our friend Chris, who's also streaming tonight. And actually, once you get done watching us here, go over to the Charity Board Gamer on all the different... I think he's on Twitch probably, or is it Facebook tonight?
I think it's Twitch tonight.
They're actually going to be playing Studies in Sorcery by Weird Draft Games. That is a game that's coming out...
on Kickstarter right now.
Yeah,
it launched today.
Oh, did they? Wow.
Yeah.
Been busy. But hopefully we're going to be getting a sneak peek at that here in the next couple weeks as well, so maybe we'll have something for you as well for that. But yeah, I mean, hopefully you enjoy this. Please give us feedback so we know what we did good, what we didn't do well. You want us to never do this again, whatever feedback you want to give us. Because we enjoy doing this type of stuff. We miss doing in-person demos. So hopefully we can find some way to bridge that gap.
Also, for the month of Spooktober, I have been doing daily questions from a board game called Hard Trivia by Endless Games. So tune into our socials daily for different questions. I'm trying to remember today's. Today's was, who is the original Scream Queen in Hollywood? That was today's question. So tune in tomorrow to find out that answer.
I'm not even sure I know that. That game it's a very fun game, but at the same time it's kind of hard because the first question's always easy. It's like, oh yeah, I know that one. The second question, you need to be a horror buff to really get those sometimes. So, yeah. But anyways, let us know if you like this. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter,
Instagram, Twitch.
YouTube. We're trying to build up our YouTube presence a little bit more. So follow us, help us build that up a little bit, and
hit the subscribe, hit the follow, hit the thumbs up.
We'll come up with some random thing to say that at the end.
Yeah.
We'll be. I almost said a word I shouldn't say.
Don't say it.
Yeah. We're trying to get all the love. But anyways, hopefully you enjoy this, and I guess hopefully you all have a good night.
Yeah. Have a good Spooktober. Bye, everyone.